Hello everyone, my name is MJ and you have reached my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is pretty much known for fiction, friends, and fun. Today, this is going to be the second installment of a multi-part series all about helping you become a better reader in 2024. Stay tuned. And remember, before we get started, if you would please, I would appreciate one of these. If you're not subscribed to my channel, consider doing so if you enjoy my content. Okay, so let's do a refresher. In the last episode, we talked about changing your perception of reading. It's not a chore, and it's not something unpleasurable, that it's something worthy and worthwhile, something that is fun. I gave some tips on that. And then we also talked about deciding where you want to start. Do you want to start in fiction or in nonfiction? So we're going to pick up from there. And first, we're going to talk about time. How do you make time for reading? That is a very individualized answer, and everyone's answer is going to be different. I can tell you from my experience that I was able to increase my reading by waking up an hour earlier every day. That's basically what I did. I wake up early, I read before I go to the gym, and then I'll read at lunchtime. Sometimes I'll read in the evening, but I usually never read before bed because I'm just too tired and I can't do it. So you really have to take a look at your schedule, because remember, we don't want to set ourselves up to fail. We don't want to have this brand new hobby that we want to become invested in and have everything and then just not have the time to dedicate to it, right? I hear it all the time for fitness. I can't go to the gym because I don't have time. I can't read books because I don't have time. No, you just have to make time. You have to make the time. Things that are important in our lives, we prioritize and we give time and attention to. And that's something that you have to do with reading if you want it to be a habit, a hobby that you absolutely want to love and embrace. Okay, so take a look at your schedule. Where can you fit it in? Even if you're only squishing in 15 minutes before you leave for school or work in the morning. That 15 minutes adds up over time. That's 15 minutes is 15 minutes that you didn't have to dedicate to something else. So if you read 10 pages a day, that's awesome. That's awesome, okay? So think about where reading is going to fit in your schedule. There is nothing worse than having a really good book that you are interested in and having it look at you and asking you, when are you going to pick me up again? When are you going to read me? Okay? So again, this is a relationship that we're building. It's a relationship that you're building with books, okay? Your book wants some time and attention from you. So make sure that you're able to give a little, okay? Even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day. You have to start somewhere and you have to make a commitment, right? Okay, make a commitment to reading. Okay, so that's the first thing, is where are you going to fit reading in your schedule? Second, we got to talk about format, okay? How do you like your books? How do you think you're going to like your books? Do you know how you're going to like your books? So when we talk about format, it is a lifelong discussion in this community about which is better, which is more appropriate, which is reading. And I'm here to say that consuming information in a book, whether it be an audiobook, an ebook, or a physical book, you're still consuming the same information, okay? So if you really want that tactile feel and you want to feel the pages of a book and you want to turn the pages of a book and have cute little bookmarks, I just have an index card, but have cute little bookmarks and all of that, then I would suggest doing a physical book, okay? Now, a physical book, you kind of have to lug with you if you're on the go and you want to read it, during your commute, or if you want to read it, if you're using public transportation, of course, or if you are if you have free time when you're at work for your lunch hour, or, if you're on break from school or something like that. So it takes up space. This sucker takes up space. The other option is a Kindle, right? An e-reader. It doesn't have to be a Kindle. It could be a Kobo. It could be your phone, okay? If you have a smartphone, there are apps that you can download, and we're going to cover those in another video. But a Kindle can carry so many books on this little device that you could slip into your briefcase, into your pocket, into your work bag, into your handbag. Convenient. It's a convenient way to get the information that you need. Now, what I do is I will often have a physical book at home, and I will have an e-copy here that I will get from my library, and we're going to go through that in the future. And to top it all off, for my morning commutes, I may do the audiobook. So that way I have a constant multi-level source of information coming for that book, okay? So I have a constant flow of that book happening wherever I'm going and whatever I'm doing, okay? So I could walk around the house with earphones on and listen to a book while I'm doing chores. I can have this on the go at the office, and I can have this waiting for me when I come home. Okay? So you need to think about what is going to fit into your lifestyle. Is it going to be a physical book, an audio book, or an ebook? Or it can be all three. Okay? So you need to think about, if you're tired of looking at screens all day, I highly, highly, highly suggest getting a physical book. Okay? Maybe just having that tangible reminder. All right? That reminder that I have a book waiting for me and I want to finish it. Or when you're done with it, I finished this. I read this. Okay? Sometimes when you're first starting out, that means a lot. All right? So those are just 2 more things this week that I want you to think about. So in review, we talked about how to think about reading differently. We talked about what genre are you going to go with first, fiction or nonfiction? Now we're adding in, when are you going to fit reading into your lifestyle? It's not if, it's a when, okay? Because this is a new relationship that you're building with someone, and we all know from relationships, you have to make time for that person. And this person in this case is your book. And then, what format do you want your book in? Do you want them to be multi-accessible? Do you want them to be waiting for you at home? Do you want them to be accessible on all levels? Okay. See how this could go? I told you this is going to be a relationship, and we're going to be on some dates. All right. Now your dates are showing up, and you need to figure out how you want to pursue them. All right. So I'm not going to lay any more on you today. That is enough information that I'm willing to go before we start going down some weird tangent. All right, but honestly, if you want to become a better reader or a reader in 2024, start considering these steps. It's going to make you more successful in the future. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really, really do appreciate the feedback that I've had for this series, and I'm here just to help you become a reader in 2024. I hope you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others, and I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.